Alrighty, welcome to Module 3, Lesson 3, the problem set. And in this lesson, we are going to demonstrate understanding of area and perimeter formulas by solving multi-step real-world problems. So, more word problems and more using the formulas for the area and the perimeter. All right, let's get started. Okay, for number one, it says solve the following problem in problems and use pictures, numbers, or words to show your work. Well, a rectangular projecting screen in the school auditorium is 5 times as long, 5 times as wide as the screen in the library. Okay, but now it tells us the screen in the library is 4 feet long and has a perimeter of 14. What is the perimeter of the screen in the auditorium? Okay, well, let's try to figure this out. If we've got a screen in the library, we need to find that out first. Okay, and it is 4 feet long. Okay, well, we know that's 4. Then we also know that this has to be 4 feet. Okay, and then we need to know. Let's see, it has a perimeter, so the whole thing. So perimeter, let's see, perimeter is equal to 2 times the length plus the width. Okay, well, we know that the perimeter is equal to 2 times, well, the length we know is 4. Well, we don't know the width, so that's what we got to find out. Well, let's think about this. Something plus 4 times 2 is equal to 14, because we know that that's equal to 14. So that's equal to 2 times 4 plus what? Well, 4 plus something. Well, what we could do is we could take that 4 that's for half of it. So if we go 7, then 7 is equal to 4 plus what? Well, that'll be 3. So we know that one has to be 3 feet. And you say, well, how did you do that? Well, another way to look at it is we could say 14. We know it's 14, and we had 14 feet, and we can take away 2 of the 4s, take away 8. Well, that's going to equal 6. So the 2 sides that are left have to be 3 each. Okay, so that's another way to think about it. So there's more than one way to do it correctly, but that's just to find out. So now we know the length and width of the screen in the library. Now we can find the screen in the auditorium, and all we have to do for that is notice what it says here. It's 5 times as long, so 5 times as long, so it's going to be bigger. I'm not going to make this totally to scale, but it's going to be 5 times as long, so 5 times 4. What's 5 times 4? It's going to be 20 feet, so this is going to be 20 feet this way. Okay, let's continue this over. This is 20 feet. Okay, and then it is going to be 5 times as wide, so this is 3, so 3 times 5 is 15 down this way, so it's going to be 15 down this way, 15 feet long. So you can see it's quite a bit bigger. Okay, quite a bit bigger. So this one's going to be 15 feet. So 15 feet this way. Okay, 15. And so now all we have to do is figure out the perimeter. And we know the perimeter formula. The perimeter formula is P is equal to 2 times the length plus the width. So now we can figure that out. So the perimeter is equal to 2 times, the length is 20 plus 15. So the perimeter is equal to 2 times 35. So the perimeter is equal to 70 or 70 feet. Okay, so we could write that out. The perimeter, let me bring this down a little bit so we can write that. We want to write with words, so we're going to write the perimeter of the screen in the auditorium is 70 feet. All right, there you go. And again, remember on these recordings, you can pause them to just try to figure out what happened here. But remember, you always have to come back to what's the question asking you, and that was this part here. What is the perimeter of the screen in the auditorium? That's what it's asking you. So that's what you need to answer down here. And we had to figure out the perimeter first, or the missing side we had to figure out of the smaller screen in order to figure out the perimeter of the bigger one. So there we go. Well, let's go on to number 2. Okay, number 2. The width of David's rectangular tent is 5 feet. So he's got a tent. Okay, there's his tent. Now he says the width is 5 feet. Okay, and the length is twice the width. Well, that's going to be, then that's going to be what's twice? Well, 5 and 5, 5 and 5 feet. So that's going to be 10 feet. So the length is 10 feet. Okay. All right. So now what? Okay. Now he has an air mattress, and it measures 3 by 6. Okay. If he puts it in the tent, how many square feet of floor space will be available? Oh, well, let's do it. Let's put it in the tent. 3. It's going to be 3. So it's probably, well, let's change the color so we can see it. So let's go up here. That's going to be about 3, and it says it's 3 by 6. If that's 10, so let's go about here. So we're going to say that this is 3 feet, and this is 6 feet. Now, how can I figure this out? This is kind of tricky. Well, we know that area is equal to length times width. We need to know that because we're talking about square feet here. So we want to know, what we're trying to figure out is all of the space right in here. We're trying to figure out, well, how much space does he have for his other stuff? All right, well, let's see. If we took the big rectangle, subtracted out all the space where his mattress is, all the blue area would be have what he has left. Okay, so let's try to figure that out. So what's the whole area of the tent? The whole area of the tent would be, the area is equal to 10. Well, maybe I should probably put that in the right color. Let's put that into, okay, so the area of the tent is going to be 10 times 5. That's going to equal 50 square feet. Okay, and then the area, okay, the area of his air mattress is going to be 6 times 3. That equals 18 square feet. So this right here, in here, is 18 square feet. Okay, and the whole thing is 50. So if I want to find out all that other area, all I have to do is subtract the 50 and the 18. So now if I subtract 18 from 50, I get, that's 10, 4, 4 minus 1 is 3, so it's 32 square feet. So square feet. There you go. So what the area does he have for the rest of his belongings? He has 30 32 square feet for the rest of his things. There you go. And that does it for number 2. All right, it's a little bit tricky, but if you take your time and think about it, that should do it. And then for the next 2, we are going to go ahead and leave those for another time. So that's it for today. And as always, uh, hope that helps with some word problems for the real world. And I'll catch you next time, same place. Hasta la vista, baby. Psst, video's over. Get to work.